Begin in a comfortable cross-legged position. You're welcome to grab a blanket, a pillow, or a block to place underneath the bottom to help elevate the hips and lengthen the spine. Legs can be crossed, or you can have one out in front of the other, whatever feels good for your body today. Today we'll work on developing that healthy spine through movement of our neck, the back, and the hips, and the breath. So let's start there. Find this connection to your breath, this awareness. Our long spine, shoulders pulling down away from the ears. We inhale in through the nose, flood the body, and we exhale out. We inhale in, fill the belly, feel the ribs rise, the chest rise. And on the exhale, the chest sinks, the ribs draw in, and the belly compresses. Follow your breath. Witness it. Observe it. Feel it. Deepen it. Slowing it down. And then return back to that comfortable, natural breath. We'll allow our left ear to drop towards our left shoulder. Our left fingertips reach out and up and gently press on the top of the head. Our right arm reaches out, up, and fingertips grab for that right shoulder. And then pull down and away, creating this type of traction, steady. If it's uncomfortable having the elbow out, you're welcome to bring it forward and apply pressure that way. Listen to your body and do what feels right for you throughout today's practice. Feeling that lengthening in the neck. On the next exhale, we'll allow our nose to draw down towards our left armpit. And just observe how that feels. How different areas of that right side of the neck are now being stretched and lengthened, nourished. Allow the chin to now point up and further feel how this changes the area where you find that length. Invite it in with this healthy curiosity. We'll release our hands to our side and allow the head to slowly come back up to neutral. Next exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Right arm drives out and up, fingertips gently resting on the side head. Left arm out and bending at the elbow, grabbing the shoulder, and then securing it with this traction. Steady. And send your breath to your neck. Nourish the neck. Nourish the body. Allow the nose to point down towards that right shoulder. Again, everything's gentle, going to the point of feeling, but not pain or aggression. And if you experience a shortness of breath, be aware of it and back off. It's not about getting there. Or it's not about being there. It's about the journey and getting there. Let the nose point up towards the sky. Feel that length. And smile. Allow this warmth to come into your body. Next exhale, release the hands out to the sides and allow the head to slowly come back up. Take a moment and feel that length already. Feel how the neck has already changed. Allow the chin to drop to the chest. Spine long. We'll breathe and hold. Inhaling, allow the neck to drive back, opening the throat up towards the sky. Next exhale, return the chin back to the chest. Inhale back up. Exhale, center. Walking the left fingertips out. We'll inhale, reach that right arm up towards the sky and bending over towards our left side. Maybe allowing that elbow to drop to the mat. Gaze can be forward or looking up at that right bicep. Opening the side body. Having those right ribs draw back, up and back. Next inhale, right arm reaches up, left arm reaches up, and exhale, right arm down, walk the fingertips out, and then let the left arm follow over. Again, you can have your straight arm or taking a bend, allowing the forearm to rest on the mat. And gaze wherever feels right for you. Maybe it's up, or maybe that puts a little too much tension on the neck. That's okay. It's your practice. Remember that. Let's inhale, left arm reaches up, right arm reaches up. Exhale, left hand, right knee, right arm reaches back behind us for a twist. We inhale and find length in our spine. And then on the exhale, we twist a little deeper into the pose. Eyes looking out over that right shoulder. Or maybe even further back behind. We inhale, reach both arms to the sky. Exhale, right palm, left knee. Left arm reaches back behind us. Again, inhale, find that length. And exhale, deepen the twist. Inhale, arms come back up. And exhale, walk the fingertips out in front. And allow the body to roll forward, chin to chest. And let the head be heavy. Next exhale, walk the hands back in towards your body. And then back behind you, about 6 to 12 inches. On the inhale, we'll press into the ground, lifting the heart. Option to lift the hips up off the mat. Exhale back down. Walk the hands back forward, switching the cross of the legs. Opposite leg in front. We'll inhale, the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Again, allowing yourself to really surrender into the pose, into your body, and what it's feeling, and what it needs. Maybe you want to block underneath the head. Throughout your practice, do what feels right for you. Walk the hands back behind us, fingertips pointing forward. We inhale, raise the heart, maybe lift the hips, knees driving towards the ground. And exhale back down. If you have a blanket, go ahead and remove it from underneath and set it aside. If you have sensitive knees, you can always open it up and use it underneath your knees as we find ourselves into a tabletop position. For tabletop, we have our shoulders over our wrists and our hips over our knees. Our belly is drawing up into the spine. Shoulders are rounding away from each other. Knees hip width apart. We're going to inhale for cow pose. So we lift the tail, we lift the chin, we drop the belly. On the exhale, we transition to cat. So rounding, we drop the chin to the chest. We inhale cow. And then exhale cat. Follow your breath and your movement of what feels right for you. After you finish the next set, meet me back. Neutral position of tabletop. And we'll just wag the hips left to right, opening up and loosening the body, finding movement. A lot of times a healthy spine, all it needs is some movement added to it. Maybe we have jobs that tend to be very sedentary. So invite some movement into your life. And maybe add some circles, moving the hips forward and back. Doing what feels good for you. And follow the intuition of your body. And switching directions if you've joined me in some circles. One more rotation and back to that tabletop position. Again, that belly drawing up and not letting it sag down. Strong spine. We're going to reach and inhale our right arm up towards the sky. On the exhale, we'll thread it underneath ourselves and allow maybe our side head to rest on the mat. Breathing into the pose. A beautiful twist. Inhale, unwind, reach again up towards the sky. Exhale, return the right palm to the mat underneath your right shoulder. Next, inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, thread it through, allowing the left head to maybe rest on the mat. Breathing into the twist. We'll inhale and unwind, reaching up towards the sky. Exhale, return the hand back down to the mat. We'll tuck the toes, lift the knees, if it's right for you, and slowly, keeping the elbows tucked in, lower ourselves down to the mat. Point the toes. We'll take the fingertips out wide, so outside edges of our mat in front of us. We're going to inhale and pushing into those finger pads, lift our heart up off the mat, toes pressing down. And then exhale, return down. We're going to inhale, pressing up, and like a wave, exhaling back down. Follow your breath with each inhale up into this oscillating cobra. Keep breathing. We'll do one more and we'll return back down. Allow the hands to come underneath your forehead for crocodile pose. Send your breath into your back. And just feel how your body feels. What areas are pressing against the ground? No judgment. And deepen the breath. And the next exhale, we'll return our hands. This time they're going to come underneath our shoulders. And we're going to inhale in, again lifting our heart, pressing into the mat. Elbows driving back behind us for baby cobra or cobra pose. Exhale down. The next inhale, we're going to peel our right shoulder back, turning over towards our right side for this twisted cobra. Exhale back down. Inhale, left shoulder peels, twisting towards our left. Exhale back down. One more time through the middle, inhale up, cobra pose. Exhale down. Inhale up, right twisted cobra. Exhale down. Inhale up, left twisted cobra. Exhale down. Allow the hands to reach back behind us and maybe taking our head to one side. Maybe allowing a gentle rock of our hips left to right against the mat. Little mini massage to rest the back. We'll return the head back. So our third eye, or the spot between our brows, is resting on the mat. Our arms are going to stay at our side. And we're going to inhale and then peel our chest up, fingertips reaching back behind us, chasing our heels. We'll stay here. Sending your breath, pressing those hip bones into the mat or your blanket. Squeezing those shoulders together on our back. Exhale back down. This time inhale up, fingertips reaching back, and maybe allowing the feet to rise as well. Locust pose. Again, feel that length, that bend. Breathe into it and do what feels right for you. If you feel intense compression, back off. And maybe just work on just the arms reaching back or just the legs reaching back. Exhale back down, taking your head to the opposite cheek. Allow the body to relax And maybe shift left and right with the hips. We'll return the head back to neutral. Our hands are going to come underneath our shoulders. And then we're going to press into the mat, lifting our heart up and driving those hips slowly and mindfully back towards our heels. And feel that belly. How when you're bent over in this position, that's where your breath tends to go, because it doesn't have the option to be held tight in your chest. We'll slowly transition out, bringing the hips up, bringing the toes apart, tucking them, and allowing the hips to drive up towards the sky. We'll start pedaling our heels down towards the ground. Downward dog. Let's really spread those fingers wide. Finding length in our legs, our hips drive up towards the sky. Our heels driving down into the ground. Maybe nod the head up and down, relieving some tension that may have been residual. We'll bend in the knees and slowly and mindfully walk to the front of our mat, keeping a bend in the knees. Allow the body to be heavy, maybe resting against the chest, clasping either elbow and ragdolling back and forth, left and right. And then release the clasp and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, allow the body to unroll to a standing upright position of our mountain pose. In mountain pose, we have our shoulders over our hips and our hips over their ankles. Feet can be together or hip width apart. Draw those shoulders down away from the ears. Instead of having this lower back arch, we're going to tuck our tail. Tuck the tail. Breathe in, and again, finding that length in that center. So maybe allowing your body to rock back on your heels until you get to that point of wavering. Then leaning forward till you're just about to fall and the toes curl into the mat. And then rocking back and forth until you can get little rocks and find that strong center line. Breathing in. When you find your center, we're going to take our arms out and reach them up towards the sky. Let's interlace our fingers, and then we're going to flip them so our palms are facing up. We're going to turn towards our right side and exhale. We're going to lean back, finding our breath. So we twist, and then we invite a soft back bend. If you're feeling compression in your back, reset. And then it's as though there's this crunching. If you do a sit-up, you're crunching your belly. Your belly is what's holding your body up. It's not in your lower back. It's the strong core. And come back up, untwist, release the hands, and clasp the opposite side. So opposite thumb on top. Interlace the fingers. We inhale up, and then we exhale towards our left twist and reach back. Again, feeling that crunching sensation in our core. Breathing and embracing it. Inhale, come back up, untwist, and exhale the arms back down. Step out on your mat to about 4 feet apart. We'll have our toes pointing towards the corners. We're going to inhale our arms up, and then exhale, core supporting you, reaching out in front, maybe slight bend in the knees. Maybe we want a block or two in front of us as we reach towards the ground. Allow the head to be heavy. Then let's walk our hands over towards that left foot. Next, exhale, walking through that center line over towards our right. Drawing our belly towards our right thigh. Nose to the knee and forehead to the shin. Next, exhale back to the center line. Take a deep bend in the knees. And then we'll look up, bringing the arms out and up. Exhale, heart center. Again, inhale, out and up. Exhale, heart center. Continue breathing like this, following your breath. And if it gets too intense in your legs, you're welcome to extend and straighten them at any time. But follow your breath. And if you want to deepen the pose and challenge yourself a little bit further, maybe you want to invite going up onto your tippy toes. And then keeping this long spine, we drop the hips back. We keep the tuck in the tail. Our hearts forward. And you find your breath, your movement, and bring a smile into it. Another 3 more breaths. You're doing great, wherever you're at. Next, exhale, allow yourself to fold completely. We'll take a bend in the right knee, and then left toes pointing up towards the sky. You can have your right foot flat or be up on the ball, whatever feels right for you. We'll place our left hand down either on the ground or the mat. And we're going to reach, or your block, our right arm up towards the sky. Just opening up. Nice twist. Exhale the hand back down. And then shifting our weight, we're going to extend our right leg and bend into the left. Hips bringing over from the right side to the left. Right toes up towards the sky. And breathing to what feels right for you. Maybe reaching that left arm out. Gaze can be forward or following the hand. Next exhale, return it back down. Again, shifting the hips over towards our right leg. This time we're going to turn our body towards our left side. Option to take a bind here. So our right arm reaches back and behind, left arm reaches for it. Our right side body pulls forward, our left shoulder pulling back, opening the heart. And release. Turning the weight to the left side body, left leg. Again, the variation that feels right for you. Maybe this time you've got your right arm reaching up towards the sky. Or maybe you're allowed to take that bind with the left arm reaching around the bent leg and right arm reaching back behind. Right shoulder peels up and back. Right toes actively pressing up. One more breath here. And release the bind. We'll shift our hips back up to center. And then heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, back to the middle. Roll their way back up. And step to the front of your mat facing forward. We're going to inhale our arms out and up. And then exhale. We'll take a squat as we sit our hips back for chair pose. We're tucking the tail, our arms are up in front of us, our belly's drawing in. And we'll stay here for one breath. And then allowing ourselves to fold forward. And then return our bottom, maybe with a thump into the mat. We'll scoot our hips back, and I'd suggest maybe having a block handy close by. We'll allow ourselves to roll onto our mat, one vertebrae at a time, and then walk the heels back to our fingertips, so they're just reaching. As we enter bridge pose, it might be useful to have a block in between your thighs so you can gauge that you're at the proper distance and help strengthen. And we're going to inhale and raise the hips up, and then exhale back down. We're going to inhale the hips up, exhale back down. Inhale the hips up. And this time we may want to roll onto our shoulders. Option to take a clasp underneath. Really think about driving those hips up, feet pressing into the mat. Strong legs. Open heart. One more breath here. And grab your second block or the one in between your legs. And we'll place it on our sacrum. So not the low back, but that part just below it, that upper butt area. And feel what feels right for you. There are 3 different levels of the block, so one might feel more comfortable for you in this supported bridge pose, whether it's at that high level, the middle, or the low. Wherever you're at, this is your practice. And give your body what it needs. We'll spend several breaths here. So really find that area that just feels great for you. Connect to it. Witness it. And send your breath to it. Remind yourself that you have a healthy spine. You are healthy. You have a healthy back. You have healthy legs. You have healthy hips. You have healthy shoulders. You have a healthy neck. You have a healthy spine. Deepen that breath. And the next exhale, lift the hips up, gently remove the block. Lower back down. And then drive those knees into your chest. Give them a warm hug. Maybe gently rocking up and down, back and forth, side to side. Welcoming little circles. Maybe circles the opposite direction. And then extending the legs out to the bottom of your mat. We'll walk the right foot outside the mat. So just outside the mat, our right heel grounds down. Our left leg is going to cross over the top. And if crossing it is a little too intense, you can keep it next to it. But if you are able to cross your legs. Then we'll take our arms out above us and then over towards our right side. We turn our body so it creates this C-like shape of a banana pose. We can hook our thumbs together in this butterfly type pose to help us create some stability and really feel this opening in our left side body. The shoulders down on the mat. And just breathing into this yummy shape. And deepen the breath. Unclasp the hands. Uncross the feet. And then walk them over towards your left side. So left heel outside the mat. Right leg crosses or remains next to it. And then our arms reach out to the corner beyond the top left side of our mat. Again, hooking the thumbs to create leverage and stability in this C-shaped pose, this banana pose. A healthy spine is able to bend and twist and go in all kinds of directions. And deepen the breath. And unclasp the hands. We'll walk the feet back to center. And then we'll inhale the arms up above us and exhale them back down. We'll inhale them up and exhale them back above us. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, pressing that base of your spine into the mat. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up, exhale back, and inhale up, exhale down. Allow the palms to rest upwards towards the sky, and the feet to maybe spread, heels towards the corners of our mat. And grab whatever you need to find yourself in this comfortable Shavasana pose. Maybe it's a blanket. You can also have the blanket rolled up or a pillow underneath your knees. And this helps support our lower back. Do what feels right for you today. And flood your body with your breath, your power to heal, and whatever it needs. You can pause the video and spend some extra time in Shavasana. I want to thank you for joining me on our yoga adventure as we journey to find that healthy spine. Namaste.